Professor Foote is conducting his Video Pioneer class. He's right in the middle of it, and the Immaculate Network lights up. Oh, all kinds of phone noises, letting everyone know that Melton, son of a carpenter, Mary, Daddy Carpenter broke down skyscrapers, Mom Mary Ann. I am the son of a carpenter, Mary. I get to tell parables. I also get to do a little genetic carpentry with my eyes. They're the old eyes, mostly brown, the way they were. In Louisiana, I moved out here 11 years ago. And in 1996, they started changing. I was doing a little genetic carpentry, turning them from brown to blue, as you can see in that photo from about 5 years ago. The smaller, browner ring is the old eye, the bigger, bluer ring, the circle, is growing in through and around the smaller, browner one. And mostly brown. DNA changing, that's why I'm in the wheelchair. It's got to go on with the bones, the muscles, the organs. Incredibly painful with the muscles. But back to my story, my parable. Professor Foote says, let me guess, Melton has another video parable out there. And one of the students casts my video to a big screen TV up at the front of the classroom, and they all watch. And they all think it's hilarious. Or at least true. I'm the son of a carpenter, Mary. I deal in truth. Truth in the human spirit. As you can see, sometimes I design imagery. But afterwards, Professor Foote says I have a success story. Someone who was in this class, he has graduated, and he went on to be a salesman in whatever particular line of work he does. And he's still making those minute of funny videos Professor Foote requires for his Video Pioneer class. Oh, they can also make the longer ones, but the short and sweet ones, the quick ones, they're the best. Yeah, once you get your audience, then you can stretch out. And I hear some attractive blonde and their blonde girls, they on those college campuses, those professors can drone on and on. So they get either an audio or they got a big phone card on their phone, and they get a video like this, and they hide the ears with their hair, and they just put the earbuds in, and they listen to ways that boring, long-winded professor just goes on and on and on. But yeah, it's best to keep it short and sweet. And Adam, the salesman, he does that. He's still doing that. He got in the habit of it in Professor Foote's class, making those minute funny parables. As the little mini poster there says, you only have to tell a joke perfectly just once. Just make sure you get it on video, or at least audio. And you can retell it to you. Better, you can add to it. But that's the beauty of video. You can put it on your YouTube, have it on your phone. You can text it, email it. I'm not always hip about the high-tech stuff, how it works. But I do know you can cast a video on your phone to a TV. I just found that out with my new Roku TV. So I'm getting a little more tech savvy. He tells, Professor Foot tells everyone, oh, this is my sugar check, I gotta check my blood sugar. And yeah, it's an electronic device. I feel the same whether it's 94 or up over 500. And there's something going on there, who knows what, but apparently it takes a whole lot of blood sugar to grow a new body. So I'm doing a blood sugar check right now, and Professor Foot is playing one of those short videos that Adam makes, and each and every time he makes one, he sends it out by phone, texting and emailing to an ever-growing list of clients, customers. And yeah, they think he's funny. They don't have all day to listen to it. It's a work kind of thing. It's what they get at work. He'll send it that way, during the morning, 9 to 5. But that minute funny gets things going, and then they call him up to talk business and say, oh, I'm missing this, I need that, I'm out of this, I'm out of that. And he's been working a year there at his company. He's a top salesman, doing just that. So Professor Foot says, yes, no matter what business you go into, you can use humor. And I bet no matter what business you go in, even if you're not cold calling or salesman type stuff, you can you use the phone. You use the phone. You can make those funny parable videos. Well, you can't make parable videos. I'm the son of a carpenter. I get to make parable videos, but you can make funny videos. Oh, these work great. Just added July 2018. Laminate, they last better, and yes, if it's windy, a couple paper clips and some coins. If it's not windy, you don't even need the coins. Or you can put me in the frame. It's up to you. Oh, it came out. Slips right back in. You get 100 of them, your 100 favorite mountains. And you got 100 different in the drawer. That's on the nightstand, that's on the desk. Remember to check and post and 5, guys. Have those 5s on the desk. Let me show you the 5s and I'll show you the eyes. I've been asking for an unlimited Flight 93 checks for a decade now and have not gotten one. That's you trying to call me with your family's lifeline, with America's lifeline. See that phone you're trying to call me with as every child in America's lifeline to the firemen, the police, paramedics. Make a video of it being hijacked. 424-229-4140. Make the video, post the video, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, 100 more. You're making a video of crime. They are worried enough about hijacking your calls to me, guys, that they are altering phone records to cover it up. So all priests, all soldiers, all firemen, all policemen, of the police station's phone, fire station's phone, the church's phone, your cell phone. Make that video of whatever you get when you don't get me, post it. And yeah, these 5s are in their own little folder, and the 24,000 you're going to find at the sites on here, like ChristComplex2.wixsite.com/daffodilia, youtube.com/DNFD series, ChristComplex links.blogspot.com, quote-truth.blogspot.com. All the other 93 check stuff you're going to find in its own folders. Look through them, you're going to find something you like in 24,000 plus. Use me for tabletop art, whatever you want. And Yeah, oh, that's the point I wanted to make. Whatever boring thing you get when you're trying to call me, guys, it's not going to be boring. You need the firemen, police, paramedics. And I guarantee you, for whatever reason, political censorship, religious censorship seems to be high on the list because they just placed someone named Hussein. I talk about it often. They put a cowardly Hussein in our White House right after we got attacked by a whole lot of cowardly Husseins. How did they do that? Oh, well, among other things, the phone not working. The news media not doing their jobs. We got to do it for them. Do it in front of them. Ask them, why aren't you doing this job? You know what a video 50 years from now of you making a check and post call in front of every network news anchor, you know what that will mean? It's telling them never let that happen again. Never let our news media become Hollywood. It's very dangerous. Whatever boring thing you get when you don't get me, phone ring, error message, business signal. Not going to be boring if you need firemen, police, paramedics. Money out of your pocket every day. Like Adam, if he's calling up countless other customers, gets that boring thing. Phone ring, error message, business signal. So ask and answer. Jesus' question, is Barack Hussein Obama a terrorist? I've got my answer. I've been asking for 9/11 Flight 93 check. See that phone as every child in America's lifeline to the firemen, police, paramedics. Well, that's a genetic wound over there on this side. That's what I had when I ended up in the hospital 80 pounds lighter. Hold on a second, let me get into it right. That's what I had when I ended up in the hospital, 8 pounds lighter, all over. Part of growing a new body is genetic in nature, not from trauma from the outside. And yeah, it's what the eyes are. I was going to get to showing you that, but did I finish up about... oh yeah, if you're calling up, if your business is... politics and you're calling up a whole lot of folks, whatever you do, they're trying to place a cowardly Hussein in our White House right after they attacked us with all those cowardly Husseins. Tell all your friends not to vote for that. They're not going to use the middle name. Tell all your friends not to vote for Obama. And yeah, that's how they do that. That and other ways. Oh, a good 93 check image I designed a couple months ago. Americans for unhijacked lifelines and fairly elected officials. Yeah, you can't reach me. You have no idea how many folks you can't reach to tell who they should vote for, what they should vote for. So, make that video. Check and post in 5. Use your paper at 93 check image to get everyone to check and post in 5. Hand them out. These are all 4x6 photos. What you'll find on youtube.com/DNFT series, vote-truth.blogspot.com. Now let me show you those eyes because it's up to 14 minutes and I wanted to make it short this morning. I'm working on brevity. Yeah, whatever boring thing you get when you don't get me, it's not going to be boring if you need the firemen, police, paramedics, and it's money out of your pocket. You're calling all those other customers. Oh, it's money out of your pocket. You're trying to call me. Oh, flashlight. And yeah, the big thing is it's not going to be boring if you need the firemen, police, paramedics, but it will be just as newsworthy. I promise you that. It will be just as newsworthy as me asking for a 93 check for a decade now and not getting one call, one check of America's Lifelines. There's the eyes, the older, browner eyes from 9 years and before, and the newer eyes from 5 years ago. I'm going to show you the outer ring of the brown there is gone. The inner part of the brown is, it can be more white, it can be less white. Depends on the day. Oh, I gotta get another one of these while they're still there. Costs the same to get replacement batteries as a nice flashlight like this, so I better get it back up. And you see it's more brown than it was yesterday at the very center. It's kind of whitish out around the edges of that brown at the center. At times it can look more raised, it can look less raised. If you're a doctor and you know what's going on, you gotta come see me in person because you're gonna try to call me. Oh, it's neat. It kind of goes in your pocket and telescope's there. It's got a magnet in case you need to pick something up. So I gotta see if I get a spare. It's the same price to get the replacement batteries for those little cylinders or silver things. Okay, Jack and Post and Pod, make that video, America's High-Tech Lifelines. Come tell me in person. That's religious censorship. You can't come call me up and tell me what you believe. Doesn't have to be anything here in church, guys. You can't call me up and tell me what you believe or ask what I mean by Jesus' Immaculate House. It's religious censorship, and we know what's at the top of that. That's what's at the top of America for the past, not the past year and a half, but the past 8 years before that. Come see me in person. See that Great Wall of Evil? When you look at all my imagery, 24,000, it just has me in that imagery. Come tear down that Great Wall of Evil. That has just me in all my imagery. Put something else, me, you, your friends, your skyscrapers. You don't have to have skyscrapers to have a good skyline. Show me those trees, those rivers, those mountains, those hills. You gotta do that in person, and you gotta tear down that Great Wall of Evil so we can get started building Jesus' Immaculate House. You don't have to call it that. You can call it an opportunity house. Opportunity for folks from all kinds of backgrounds, all kinds of places all over the world to build a better world. Those 1,000 points of light to be built. Once you tear down the Great Wall of Evil, that's just me and all my imagery. You can call it an opportunity house. It is exactly what it is, but I have to put that part in Jesus' Immaculate House. There will be a test at the end.